1 hour 21 minutes of pure content.
So this is Artesian Builds.
Give me a minute. Right. Okay. We got the video right here. Should be good. Should be good.
Now, Artesian Builds is was a company that made computers, and it is a thing. It's a culmination of months of investigative journalism. We draw our own conclusions on Artesian Builds and its former CEO. We've heard ex-CEO Noah Katz is considered suing us for this story. We are proceeding with this video and nothing has been removed. We will always advocate for consumers. Jesus.
Well, let's see.
This is the biggest scam we've ever covered.
The fuck?
This is insane. This ghost town of a warehouse is filled with active build tickets, dozens of power supplies, video cards locked in cages, and there are several areas where it's as if it was frozen in time. Build stations remain as in-progress work sites. Even the employees' drinks and lunch were left behind. And
what is it, the Rapture? Is this, it's like, this, bro, this shit's a revelation. It's a Thanos snap, yeah.
Bins remain partially unpacked from a team that was
that's his basic reaction. Oh, just a Thanos snap, dude.
once excited to move into this brand new multi-million-dollar warehouse.
Dude, that
customized
sucks.
for them. The computers you're seeing, those are still due to
Not adding
customers
much.
today, including some who are
Bro, I saw this on Twitter. There was like a streamer that Artesian Builds had made a PC for him, and he saw his exact PC being fucking auctioned off on eBay or some shit. Yeah, Rami, I don't know which one it was. I didn't see what his name was, but I thought that was funny. The thing is, like, before anybody, like, it is funny to see the stupid shit, right? It's funny, but y'all got to keep in mind, there's a lot of people who lost their jobs over this that had nothing to do with any of the bullshit, and it sucks. Like, it fucking sucks for them.
probably watching this video right now. We got inside of the foreclosed Artesian Builds offices in what turned out to be one of our biggest investigations yet,
Holy
as we try
shit.
to unearth what went wrong for many of the customers who got screwed by Artesian Builds.
Oh my god.
This video is brought to you by us and store.gamersnexus.net. This is our most in-depth investigative journalism piece yet, and to commemorate the death of Artesian and our deep dive, we're launching a new limited edition PC component skeletal shirt. This shirt is in our limited line of ultra shiny
cool.
foil shirts, and we've only done a few shirts like this before. The
Consume. Consume. Consume.
new skeletal foil uses water cooling tubes complete with terminating fittings and three-way junction splits to form an accurate rib cage. This is a long
So so this shirt can keep you cool in the summer with the water cooling. That's great. I never had a shirt that could do that before. Wow.
alongside individually sleeved cabling connecting to inductors
Oh
and
my
MOSFETs
God.
centrally. The heart is made out of a GN logo with a golden pump cap, bordering an RGB LED strip
That's cool.
with extensive attention to detail along it. On the back,
That's Dune
these super
technology,
comfortable 100% cotton shirts run a voltage regulator module design down the spine with similar blue and silver foil to stand out. Our limited foil designs always sell out fast, and we will not make them again. So go to store.gamersnexus.net to grab one today and help fund our next deep dive investigative journalism piece.
This seems
Thank you
big
for your
good.
support.
He doesn't even skip the sponsor part. That's the funny part, honestly.
I'm always glad to see people advertising their own merch and their own stuff, right? I mean, it's like, it's good to take sponsors too, but it's always great to see people that are really kind of taking it into their own hands and selling their own stuff. That's good. It's hard to do that. It's a lot harder.
Hopefully I don't get arrested. I'm not doing anything wrong, but it's definitely not normal.
Wow. Barely anything.
So they found out where it was. Present day post-collapse.
Artesian Builds went from being a robust, pre-built PC manufacturer with 2 locations and 60 to 70 employees doing $20 million a year in revenue to
That's a lot of
a
fucking
bankrupt
money.
warehouse with over $1 million of inventory still locked
20
up
mil?
and still owed to customers today. People who will never see the PCs they ordered and who will never get their RMA'd repair units that are stuck inside.
I just hope they get their money back, right? Like, maybe they're not going to get their PCs. That might not be realistic, but I definitely hope they got their money back.
The computers that were in here, they had been sitting in here for months. And that includes, again, repair units that existing customers sent in for repair with their personal files, work files, family photos, tax documents, anything like that, stuck, trapped on the systems, imprisoned, where they will never be able to get them back because all of it is being sold at auction. As for
what? There's what?
Okay, hold on. Give me a minute. Somebody make a soy jack reaction out of this. Somebody make a soy jack out of his face immediately.
What? There's what? No, are you kidding? No fucking. Oh my god.
how any of that happens, how you go from 20.
That's his whole reaction. Oh my god! What? Oh my god!
Million a year in revenue to bankrupt. Well, a lot of that is because of this guy.
Oh, and there's the re-roll. And
bro, I still fucking memed that. Oh my god. It's like we got Scuff Star-Lord over here torpedoing his own fucking company.
And unfortunately, the follower count is extremely flat. Yeah, no, that's a no. This is an ambassador giveaway. This is not for people that aren't taking streaming seriously. We need you to be promoting, frankly, yourself and us if we're giving you a free computer. We run the contest, we make the rules. It's a slight change because we don't want to give PC to people that quit playing the game. This is an ambassador giveaway, and you've got to be collaborating with my company to get my free computers. Sponsored by Intel. Thanks, Intel.
Even though...
Isn't that crazy? I mean, the guy, it's like he made himself look pretty bad. I mean, he really did. It's like, the thing is, it's his own fault for giving Artesian partnerships to literally anyone with 20 viewers or more. Of course it's his own fault. Of course it is. Absolutely. It's like at a certain point, if you're going to go and do that, you got to think to yourself about, like, why, like, it's just dumb. Like, mega asshole. Yeah, he just, it's like the way he talked. It's just, oof. $1 million CEO. Yeah.
Dead air.
It's like, it's a $1,500 PC. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, that now infamous live stream was an absolute train wreck.
Yes, I always find it to be fucking crazy whenever people like that, like, it's like you hear about this shit. It's the same with, like, politicians, right? It's like you hear about, like, some politician. It's like, oh man, like, he took a $10,000 bribe. Like, bitch, what the fuck do you mean? There are kids that play Fortnite, 19 years old, that have more fucking integrity, and they won't take a $100,000 sponsorship from Raid Shadow Legends. Meanwhile, you got United fucking States senators, you got fucking CEOs that are trying to finesse $1,500. Come on, man.
It's not the only reason Artesian builds went out of business.
Wow.
They were doomed
sad.
a long time ago. And today we're going to be showing you the collapse of Artesian builds from the inside. This was one of their 2 old locations. The last time we were here was one day after the implosion of Artesian builds. And now we're back to see how it's gone. The last time also was right when Artesian fired all of its staff via Twitter without notice, publicly.
We're sad to announce that, effective now, we are freezing and suspending all activities. Ongoing analysis by outside counsel for reorganization to ensure fair treatment of clients, creditors, or employees. I guess we can assume that analysis didn't happen. We expect more info by the month's end. We are open to assistance/investment. I remember Train actually was going to invest into Artesian, but it's like, I'm glad that he didn't. I am, because it's like if you have a captain who just keeps running the ship into icebergs or into the wall, into a mountain. It's like if you give the captain a new ship, it's still going to end up at another iceberg, right? I mean, because it's the same captain. Yeah, that's really what it was. Bro, he almost got it twisted. Yeah, I mean, he's got better luck playing that fruit game. And he never wins that one. Like, I'm fucking invested in this shit. At this point, we're examining a potential employee-led buyout of the company. Thank you for your support. Yeah.
Staff
Yeah, I agree.
via Twitter without notice publicly. That was how
Surprise!
they found out that they lost their jobs. That
God is offended.
wasn't super. Okay. Even with that expensive, nice building,
Bro, it rained at my house for the first time in like a month yesterday. I was so happy.
Artesian had every reason to make this work.
Yeah.
They were shipping upwards of 800 pre-built computers every month. They went from
This
doing
video
God
is over
damn.
10 minutes, by
to
the way.
$2.2 million in revenue
10 minutes in.
in just 2 years. By the third year in business, the year that they shut down, they
He's
were
gonna
doing
react to the
20
whole
million
fucking thing.
in revenue. They were on track for 30 million of revenue in the fourth year, up until CEO
That's
Noah Katz
content,
ran it into the
baby.
ground.
That, bro, that's a lot of money. It's like, it's crazy how revenue doesn't equal profit. No, it doesn't. But like, the company was worth a lot of money. Like, I mean, this dude, he was making money. OTK PCs win? Listen, dude, it's a lot of work to set up something like this. Okay, let's be honest.
Today, then, Artesian Builds still owes about 800 builds and about $1.8 million to its
Yeah.
customers. And that's not counting
investment
whatever
days.
it or its owners will owe once the pending lawsuits conclude. When we were investigating this, we found that about a dozen or so former employees noted to us that they had not received the entirety of their last paycheck. And
I always, whenever I hear stuff like that, I think of the guy who's running over the hill with a bag of money and he's looking over. You know, that's like the picture I think of, right? It's like, that's the whole thing. Yeah, he took the money and ran. Exactly. It's just nuts, man. You just have to halt everything, actually move whatever money he wants to a secure place so he could access it. Being that the entire company was in its parents' name, all the loans were taken out from his parents. Artesian was a disgusting company. I mean, it's again like some dude, and isn't it sad, right? It's like definitely like that's not a red pill, that's a black pill, right? Is that this guy who realistically probably had no fucking business running this was on top of it, popping off because of his parents. He was making all this money. He had all these opportunities because of his fucking parents. See, guys, listen, all you need to do is wake up at 4 in the morning, work out before the sun comes up, meditate for 2 hours, grind really hard, and eat healthy, and also have rich parents that pay for all of your business ventures.
Isn't that how basically capitalism works? Like anyone with a wealthy kind of like inheritance can easily keep being rich, and it's like the rich will always be rich and not start being poor because they already got like the inheritance from their family members or right connections, right? The same shit, you know. He explained capitalism in a way that's kind of explained by like a fucking 18-year-old or something, you know. It's basic shit.
That's all you need to do. Yeah.
also are aware of at least one active lawsuit currently being taken against Artesian Builds or its owner, who now has to navigate the waters of making sure he hasn't accidentally pierced the corporate veil somewhere. So that brings us to just some of the indicators of where the troubles lie with Artesian.
Piercing the corporate veil, if you guys don't know, this is my understanding of it. If there's anybody that knows it better, they probably do know it better than me. That's effectively whenever you mix your own personal finances with the corporation's finances, and then they can hold you personally accountable for actions that the corporation does.
Jesus, that's a really confusing way to explain it, isn't it? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's yeah, okay. So there you go.
Builds at this point, but there are many more, and not all of them are purely personnel and HR issues. We should probably start by saying how we got into the warehouse, since we've already heard that Noah Katz apparently wants to sue us for defamation, among other things, as if we're the ones who said this.
With a record of 0 purchases and a falling off following.
Falling, bro. He actually ratio plus you fell off him? Oh my god. He hit him with that. Damn.
Drawing this name.
Or who said this.
Oh, I'm a Dumbo.
Or did this. It was all above board. We contacted the brokers.
I see, here's the thing, is if they had done a giveaway and they had said that you have to have 5,000 followers or less, or more to enter into the giveaway, and the person didn't have that many, then I think it would be totally fucking fair for him to yeet and delete and here goes the reroll, right? It would have been totally fucking fair, totally fine. There would have been like one person on, you know, Twitter, I can't believe he does this. This is just more. I can't wait to eat the rich. You know, but nobody really gave a fuck, right? It was because he did, yeah, you just put it in the rules.
And by
Nobody gave a
proxy, the
shit.
landlord, and they were more than happy to accommodate us.
Right.
And if you guys can just like make sure you, if it's okay with you, if you guys can just make sure you're either photographing or videoing the inside of the
you
place,
guys
just
can
we
take-
can.
Yeah, you're
Appreciate
free
it.
to take pictures and whatnot.
Okay, cool. This is especially because Artesian shut down within days of moving into and occupying the new space,
Damn.
leaving the landlord and the brokers without a tenant after a lot of customization and months of work and construction went into it. So it's not
That sucks, bro. Like they're probably out like what'd y'all say, 30? Probably like 30 grand? I say 30 grand. Somewhere around there. Couple hundred, bro, no. More than that? Like all right, so if you take the whole contract, yeah. But I just mean like the initial costs. Like y'all think it's more? It's in California? Maybe that's it. Like I just feel like over here that's about how much it would be. In California, maybe you're probably right. Honestly, god damn. I lowballed that for sure. God fucking damn, that's a lot.
much of a surprise that they were happy to talk to us about their former or would-be
Yeah, they'd be
tenant.
upset.
And we also got information from staff and from company
I'll be completely honest about this. If it wasn't like the whole Chad interacting with Asmongold, he wouldn't have like a proper reaction to any video, because I think he's probably doing these reactions all from chat. You know, like, call me a hypocrite for saying so, but like I feel like that's the only way Asmongold gets like his own reactions, is that he basically does read chat for reactions he makes, you know? I don't know how to properly explain it, but like that's the whole gist of it, right?
Slack logs, which included information from Noah himself
I've seen this.
from the Slack logs. So let's talk about what really went wrong. When the former CEO wasn't busy going out of business and leaving landlords without a tenant, he could be found recalling pay from contractors and employees, putting them into debt in their personal PayPal account.
Bro, that's some fucking Donald Trump shit. Like, my dad said that there was this one woman that they had to work with whenever he was like an executive at a publishing company, right? And so like he would hire out freelancers sometimes to have shit done, and like there was this one fucking group of these people that he would do this with, and like this woman that they would pay would sometimes sue her own fucking people. It's nuts, man. Dude, think about like if you're a small business, $9,000, bro, like that could actually, like if you were not doing well, especially like today, right, with like inflation and like the economy, this could put you under.
And what seems to
Yeah, this
those
could
of
make
us
you.
It's like, that was like an obvious statement, I'll be honest.
You have
to
to
our
take out the loan.
employers to be fraudulent or potentially illegal. We'll come back to the more serious evidence like this that we've accumulated a little bit later. Artesian was run by an eccentric man with unique tastes. He
What's this here? Anyone wants to put your in a dinosaur? Hit me up. 65 million year old hard restore bones. $25,000. $2,500 blue resin, so it's like a river. Kind of regretting not using yellow amber. So he put dinosaur bones in a PC case. But like, if I saw this at the thrift store, I'd be like, man, that's broken. Like, I don't want that. That's weird.
That's because it kind of looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like shit. It does. It actually does look like shit. This is probably one of the worst things I've ever seen in my whole life. I always hate to see whenever people take something like this that should be scientific and then they turn it into bullshit like this. I'm not a fan.
Modified this small form factor case by allegedly purchasing real dinosaur bones and arts and crafts gluing them to the chassis in what was supposed to bring to life this render of a dinosaur bone case commissioned from an artist. Now that's not quite as unique as the $300,000 Tyrannosaurus skull used in marketing attempts to customize builds, but it's still pretty unique. Artesian was a company that found more success in its core PC building business than it knew what to do with.
Yeah.
Mostly built on the back of its unfortunate team, and yet instead of focusing on getting...
Well, it's like a lot of people want to have... The reality is, like, now that PCs are easier to get to, right? PC gaming's much more accessible. You have way more people that are able to just, like, they want to be able to buy a PC and get into PC gaming, but they don't want to have to make a PC. So, like, this is, like, a big thing. A lot of people want to have this.
PCs out the door,
GPU
it
prices going
tirelessly
down, yeah.
tried to expand into irrelevant categories. The company
They don't
played
wanna
with
think about
selling
shit.
home goods like cheesecakes, ordered direct to
Bro,
consumer
what?
categories. The company played with selling home
What is this, Mike Liddell? We gonna see sandals after this? We get some Rudy Giuliani tweets about this shit?
Funny
What the
mention of
fuck?
Mike Lindell, yeah.
goods like cheesecakes, ordered
Since a freaking cheesecake. Okay, that's just a gift. That's whatever.
direct to consumer, jigsaw puzzles of PCs, cutting
That's
boards,
cool.
and slippers, painting a picture of a company run by lost leadership, unaware of the unthinkable success it had already inadvertently stumbled into.
Yeah.
And the leadership wasn't only lost in bizarre home goods. Its founder and CEO is also obsessed with the idea of internet fame and celebrity. This is something we experienced firsthand and entirely inappropriate.
Bro, like, it's like anytime that you get people that are trying to do that, it is just never gonna be good, because like this is the kind of person, it's like the more that I see about this individual, and like I've never met this person, I have no idea. It seems like a kind of person that is like they want to be one of those like well-known successful businessmen. You know what I mean? Like they want to be like Mark Zuckerberg or like Elon Musk or Richard Branson or somebody like that. You know, that's what they want to be. And like they forgot the fact that, you know, a lot of these guys, you know, they came up with an idea nobody else was doing. That's just building a PC. Yeah, lady from Theranos. Yeah, that's actually a better one. Elizabeth Holmes. I think that's her name. Yeah.
Appropriately when trying to interview him.
I mean, it's not that much far-fetched from the reality of Asmongold, actually. You know, like, I don't know. It doesn't like anyone on Twitch or YouTube actually want to be a celebrity of some sort, or like, am I missing something? You know? Because at the end of the day, like, this guy is just putting himself out just for that kind of goal, you know? Even though he's not that entertaining, you know, even though he's not offering much to, like, a reaction of the video. I tend to, like, overhear a lot that Asmongold is kind of better than a guy like Jinx Reloaded. Because, Jinx is just lacking on reactions. Like, he doesn't add literally nothing. He has nothing to react with. Asmongold is often compared to Jinx in a way that Asmongold kind of offers more commentary on the shit. But, like, the commentary of Asmongold is so goddamn dry and boring and constantly, you know, absolutely fucked up And you add in the exploitative nature of this sort of reaction videos that literally copy paste the original video of someone else and like add their face onto it and sort of pretend like it's transformative while it's really not, by just doing bare fuck all reactions like bare bones shit, you know, is still as bad as fucking Jinx. You know, I don't know when did we allow this sort of stuff on YouTube or Twitch. I don't know since when did we somehow like forgive reaction videos like this to be allowed on platforms like Twitch or YouTube. But it's bad. It's really fucking bad. I'll tell you this. It's really fucking bad, and I know it. It's the same shit than Jinx was in like 2015 or some shit like that. Like content cop Jinx Reloaded tier shit, you know? That's what I mean, really. Anyway.
About the downfall of his company in the days before it closed.
I'm an influencer, but I'm also an executive.
And don't just take our word for it. In the company's internal...
But I'm also an executive.
In the days before it closed.
Thanks for letting you know Shiz account of studio equipment by bringing lights in. One of your favorite foods and make lunch something. Okay. We don't let companies take us to dinner at trade shows. Yeah. The reason why a lot of different like news media places don't do this is that they don't want to have it to be like where there's any sort of like assumed like quid pro quo, right? Where like we do this for you and like we do you this favor and then, you know, you're going to help us out whenever there's a situation where you can help us out, right? Conflict of interest. It's just better to not do that. See with my company? Yeah. A lot of
I'm also an executive.
And don't just take our word for it.
And
in the company's internal Slack, when employees were begging the CEO to please apologize for dismissing and disrespecting smaller creators, he made statements like these. When confronted by employees that publicly disrespecting free marketing vectors, whom Artesian referred to as
an ambassador,
Katz said to his staff, wait, what? They're my buddies. What the fuck? If they aren't, that's the whole problem. That's the whole problem, guys. Am I not being clear? In the internal server, he continued, stating, quote, I literally built this brand to be their friends. That's the whole point of being live. I want them all to know me. This will be their friends.
Always be very worried whenever there's a company that says everybody here is a family. Because what that really means is that it means that we are going to make you work more than what you would normally work. And because we're a family, you shouldn't expect to get paid more money.
That's like a good description of any capitalistic corporation, you know? Except it's kind of like it's explained by a fucking kid. You know, this guy will literally figure out way later about what's the real deal with this whole thing. You know, that's the shit, really.
Yeah. That's a red flag. Yeah, that's a situation. This is my giveaway. I give away free stuff. People so happy. Again, make a video. What do they want from the CEO? They're not friendly. I mean, I would say it was not friendly. Like the way that shit just got dismissed. That shit's not friendly. It can go both ways, though. No, I mean, absolutely. But, like, I mean, I think that this is just, like, anytime, like, I have no problem taking the side of a company if I think the company is right. Because there are people that fucking try to get shit over on a company, and then they try to, oh, I'm the little guy. Well, sometimes the little guy's an asshole. Sometimes the little guy's wrong. It's just that this isn't one of those cases.
Friends, that's the whole point of being live. I want them all to know me. This aligns with other actions Artesian took.
What an idiot. Like, the thing is, what's this here?
I want them...
And I did just address it. They can talk to me. It's like, it's better to just not fuck... Like, man.
All to know me. This aligns with other actions Artesian took. Katz's personal assistant, for example, stated in the company's Slack during a fiery debate with the CEO that views and subs were purchased.
Duh. Because if you have a bigger, the thing is that, like, why do people view bot? Well, it's because it works. Why would you not view bot if it works? because like it makes it look like you're popping off. It makes it look like you're doing stuff. It attracts real people too. Yeah.
Oh fuck, I'm really bored. I'm really bored, honestly. I need a break, honestly. I need a little bit of break. This is boring. I'll move on to the next video after a break, after a cigarette break or something. Just this is not gonna make it. It's too long for its thing. It's already like 1 hour too long. I'm not even kidding. He just copy pastes the whole entire video entirely, and like just adds literally nearly to nothing into it. It's just boring. Who watches this shit? It's like white noise level shit they will put in your background and still do your chores in the meantime because you're not even mildly entertained by this thing. It's boring. Jesus.